Hey y'all, what's up? I am Rosie, and I am here to give y'all a few book reviews. First of all, I want to apologize for it having been a while since I've uploaded anything. If I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to say anything. The last video I believe I uploaded was one of some snowy weather that we got, and I got the aftermath of that the next day. It was a few days after Christmas, maybe after New Year's, I don't know, but it was just some snowy weather that we got. And before that, it was a few videos of concert footage we got that my oldest took on their phone when we went to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra on December 15th, 2021. The show was wonderful. I loved it. It was fun. But anyway, that's what happened. I didn't have anything to say, so I just didn't upload anything. Also, I'm working on some books, as I've said in a few videos on my channel. I've just been very busy editing, writing, revising, and I'm looking to release a book really soon. And the first book I want to release this year, I don't know exactly when yet, is First Time Angel. In another video, I will tell what that one is about, and also what the book Wait For You is about, which is another book that I'm hoping to release this year. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about in this one. I said book reviews. So, Olivia Gaines. She is a USA Today best-selling author, and she sells, I guess, exclusively through Amazon. And I had been thinking about buying from her since sometime last year, maybe last summer. And over Christmas, I was finally able to do that. So I bought books 5, 6, and 7, and book 12 of her Modern Mail Order Brides series. I finished 5 and 6. I'm almost done with 7. So since I'm almost done and I pretty much have the gist of 7, I decided to go ahead and do this while I can. So, the first book of this series, and the reason that I got them like that is because it's a trilogy within that series. And Olivia Gaines calls it the Neary Saga. What that is are these 3 brothers, Ezekiel, Zeke, who is a Secret Service agent for a First Lady, and the First Lady's name was Michelle. The second one is the story of Gabriel Neary, who is a CIA agent. And the last is Brother Isaiah. He's the youngest, and he is an ATF agent. And Ezekiel, he falls in love with Aisha, Tamika. He renamed her Tamika. You have to read the book yourself to find out why he had to rename her. But it starts off just completely just out of the gate exciting. She's chained to this bed in this really dirty, decrepit cabin. She had been left alone for like 2 weeks. And she's pregnant and naked. And she has to find a way to get out of that cabin and find some help. She finds a way to get out of the chains, and she runs out of the house, out of that cabin, with this disgusting coat over her head, and she runs out in the torrential downpour. And she is just hoping, because the road is washed out, so she can't go that way. No matter what house she finds, it's potential danger behind each door because it's in Georgia. And the book is called On a Rainy Night in Georgia. So she finally finds this blue mailbox and looks up to see this lonely cabin and a silhouette of someone inside. She runs up to the cabin. She's dirty, she's smelly, she's got lice in her hair, and her hair is just so matted down that it can't do anything with it. But she finally gets someone to the door. He opens the door, she bursts in and she's like, you got to help me have my baby. So he does help her have her baby, and that is just the beginning of the book. Like I said, out of the gate, it's exciting. And I'm not going to tell you all the rest. You have to read it yourself. But I loved this book, and it made me fall in love with the series. Buckeye and the Babe is a story of Gabriel Neary, who is a CIA agent, and he's a minister. And he's like wrestling with his faith and everything. And so he heads off to Las Vegas with his youngest brother, with his and Ezekiel's youngest brother, Isaiah. And they go there to meet Cabrina, because Cabrina and her other friend, Deshandra, head off to Vegas looking to find out what happened to Aisha, who is renamed, as I said, Tamika. And she finds the owner of the mail order brides and talks to her, and she's like yelling at her, where's Aisha? Where's my best friend? It's because of you she took missing, and blah, blah, blah. And Gabriel kind of calms her down. And things happen from there. Deshandra takes Isaiah and heads off with him, and so Cabrina and Gabriel, they just head off to themselves, and they have dinner. I think they go to a show, and then the next time you see them, they are married. No reason whatsoever. They're just freaking married. And so their whole thing starts off on a road trip, and things happen, and you got to read the book to find out. But that book is called Buckeye and the Babe. They do make it to Georgia. They do find out what happened to Tamika. And then they start off on a life of their own. So, yeah, I think that one was my favorite. I'm just going to say it right now. The last one is Bluegrass Blue, spelled B-L-E-U, Blue, Grass, and Bourbon. And of course, this one is about Isaiah, or Isaiah. It's how she spelled the name. So I'm just going to say Isaiah. And Isaiah Neary is an ATF agent, and he falls in love with Deshandra Lehman. Now, when you first see Deshandra, I think it was in the first book. It could have been in the second. I don't freaking know, dude. But she basically seems like this silly woman who's like horny and just wants to relax and have fun. And then when you read her and Isaiah's book, it's like left turn. She doesn't even seem like the same woman. The only thing that's the same is her dry skin. But in this one, it starts off with Isaiah going off on a mission with the ATF, and it's just before he decides to leave and work a desk job, because he decides to move to Louisville, I think it was Louisville, to be closer to Deshandra, who is pregnant. I told you, things happened between them in Las Vegas, so she wound up pregnant, and they fell in love with each other. And then it comes out later in the book that they have a history. I'm not going to tell you what that history is, but they have a history. And so I'm almost done with it, but so far, so good. It's a really good book. This is a really good series. And again, Bluegrass and Bourbon is book 7, Buckeye and the Babe, book 6, and On a Rainy Night in Georgia is book 5. I also have book number 12 that I haven't even come close to starting yet. But when I do, I'll let you know. And I'm going to tell you right now, they are black woman, white man romances. So if you're not into that kind of thing, don't worry about it. But if you are, and if love is love to you and it doesn't matter and you're cool with it, I assure you, you will not be sorry if you check out this book. It is so amazing what Olivia Gaines did with this series. And I am writing myself. She has inspired me so much because I am looking to be where she is by this time next year, I'm hoping. Um, yeah, I think that you'll like the series if you go for it. I bought the physical books because I like to flip pages. I like the way a book smells. I like the way it feels. I like to turn the pages. I like to feel the thickness of a book. So I bought the physical books for 12 something each, $12 each. But they are available on Kindle. So, yeah, check out the books. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And subscribe. I would be very happy if you did that for me. Thank you so much for wasting time with me, you guys. Sorry for that sound outside. People out here drive loud and they don't think about others. It's cool. But yeah, I hope to talk to y'all again soon. Love you very, very much. And bye for now.